the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Breaking story Akayensan say Hassan Ayariga V8 with car registration number GN7616 and when ya accident or Ashama in Kwine so now one person reported injured and only news if remover now that the identity of the individual no mean confirm say Hassan Ayariga on one kasa and I say the driver, but currently reported and say Hassan Ayariga V8 with the car registration number GN7616 and Aquinshia ewa Ashama Nkwanso on a commercial vehicle with registration number GS3642-12 and in Aquinshia Parliament akano hubium members of Parliament for a type Parliament politicians style in Namkrom Nasa embrika ni speed ni motorcades no and then a tidy these kinds of accidents V8 accidents bano nim say ombesh suya bibi free mo a say even in the previous parliamentary session na omode code bi ba say ma ho kwan na politicians omo benya omo amo lane omo kwa each and every time yebema omo kwan na omo kwa omo yeden omo akọ omo nya any form of interference with the other citizens omo driver and am comfort dabi esa office kwan na yeden equal mo bia enya nkwa na obeden open term ewo Ghana enti these are some of the causes of accident na omo report say obi a wewu ambulance di ni funu eko eno more top speed ena sa Hassan Ayariga V8 so on top speed obenya sa akwanhia both vehicles in Ghana see a bompire say yente asemboni bia so bibe den e be hwere ne nkwa nanso say yeden yedi ya na eto form ne yehwe se ne ya sa niema we na enyeden NCC but you ever call Parliament question be about the floor of Parliament Mahama Ayariga ano honorable Samokuja to a blackwa deportees from the United States government or GOMO into Ghana embark on the floor of Parliament Ghana for who the deal or the Ghana and sa akwasha say details will be able to then budding on ka and wasem members of Parliament, members of the minority at the question at all say Mahama Ayariga ensure say honorable Sam Okuje to ablakwa about the PM or parliamentary follow na assembly a woman be any detail be Ghana for ebenya eho atinka yenkotie the ekoso from the floor of Parliament.
Deportees from the United States because this affects us. You know, there is a famous Supreme Court ruling with regards to similar case where people were brought into Ghana. Then the members went to the Getmo 2. Then they went back to the Supreme Court. There was a ruling on it. The minister responsible for foreign affairs must come and brief the House. Is it that he has agreed this agreement to be able to get back or reverse the 5 years visa waiver for us? So the minister responsible for foreign affairs must brief us. We listened to His Excellency the President of the Republic, and he gave us, things that he wanted to do with regards to the Galamsey, and then the CSOs were engaged. But if we can get the minister responsible for lands and natural resources to give us an update on Galamsey. It is a serious issue. It has affected a lot of people now. People are giving birth to deformed children. There are forms some particles, some chemicals in our water and other things. It's terrible, majority leader. So if we can get, even though the president has briefed the CSOs, but if members of Parliament, because we represent our constituencies ask us questions pertaining what is happening on the Galamsey. And if the minister responsible for lands and natural resources brief us on this issue, I think we will be okay with that. I thank you, Majority Leader.
Yes, Leader. Right Honorable Speaker, I think Honorable Habib knows how to get ministers to appear in this House and answer questions, and in the process explain government actions, inactions, and policies. So please, you have not asked a question of the Minister for Foreign Affairs. I urge you to ask a question. It could be an urgent question, and being a senior member of this House, the Minister will be invited to answer your questions. I definitely know that it is a good thing that the American government has reversed its visa sanctions on Ghana, and we should commend the Minister for Foreign Affairs highly for the work that he has done to achieve a reversal of the visa sanctions. As you know, many Ghanaians have family members in the US, and they frequent the US, and the sanctions were going to be very, very inconveniencing to many of those family members. In addition, there are many businesses that we engage in with the United States, and the sanctions were going to cripple a lot of businesses. And so for the Minister of Foreign Affairs to have successfully, within a very short period of time when the US announced the sanction, gotten the US to reverse the sanctions is something that we should be happy and proud of, and commend the Minister very highly. I definitely know that every citizen of ECOWAS is entitled to sit in an aircraft and to alight or disembark in Ghana. Every citizen of ECOWAS can fly from the US and has a right to disembark in Ghana, and then after 90 days can continue to their respective countries. Every ECOWAS citizen, with or without an agreement with the United States government. I was a member of the ECOWAS Parliament, and I know the ECOWAS protocols entitle every ECOWAS citizen to decide that they want to be sent to Ghana. And when they come to Ghana, they have a right to remain in Ghana for at least 90 days. For at least 90 days. So this is a right of every citizen. And so any agreement that we will receive you when you arrive in Ghana is something that I think is a natural consequence of the right of that ECOWAS citizen to decide that they want to disembark in Ghana from the United States. So I don't think that there's a problem at all. But I will engage the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration so that he will come and then brief us on the situation regarding the deportations. Don't forget that it is not only ECOWAS citizens from other ECOWAS countries, but our own citizens are also being deported, and they are coming. So we can ask the Minister to come and give us a briefing. I am told that there's a little problem about software. There are two softwares that are being used by the National Health Insurance Authority, and there's some controversy between the two suppliers as to whose software should be used, and that has crippled the process of hospitals submitting claims. But I've just been briefed that the NHIA CEO has given assurance that it will be resolved very shortly between the two software providers. It has nothing to do with payments of money from the government. As for government has given the monies to NHIA. They have the money, and it is a software issue that they need to resolve. And as for the farmers and the bumper harvest. We should be thanking God that we have bumper harvest, and thanking the government of John Dramani Mahama for assisting the farmers to achieve bumper harvest. A lot of things go into bumper harvest: fertilizers, inputs, and then a sound economy that enables farming and encourages farming. All those go into improving, productivity in the agricultural sector. So I'm happy that you are acknowledging that within a very short time, even the agricultural sector is doing very well. I thank you very much. If I had said this on this side of the house, you would have said that I'm engaged in campaigning. But you have admitted that agricultural sector is doing very well, and that it is going to positively impact on food inflation in the coming months. What is of concern now is how we can get the produce from the farmers. I can assure you that I was in cabinet when the president directed the Minister of Finance to make money available to buffer stock so that they can buy the produce from the farmers. So I'm very sure that there will be resources available to buffer stock to buy the produce from the farmers. And of course, yes, I think that some of the warehouses that were constructed during the regime of President Akufo-Addo will be useful now in storing the bumper harvest that we're experiencing. Unfortunately, I don't think any of the factories is functioning. Unfortunately, I don't think any of the factories is functioning. I can say on authority that the one at Walwale is not functioning, and it is not processing anything. It is not processing anything. So that I can say on authority. And so the factories are not helpful at all in resolving this problem. So let's stop at that. And as for Galamsey, I think that we will invite the minister in due course for briefing on how far we have come in terms of the fight against illegal mining and the devastation of the environment. I think that if today anybody is giving birth to a child and that child is deformed as a result of cyanide and other heavy ions being found in their foods, I believe that pregnancy was conceived at least not less than 9 months ago. I believe so. I believe that pregnancy is at least 9 months old, so that the child will be born today. And in that case, I think that the chemicals that they took are attributable to what happened, the illegal mining that happened during the NPP regime. It could not have been happening today. It could not have been happening today. It could not have been happening today. But we believe that as a country, we must fight the Galamsey menace, and this House can demand accountability from the ministers who are responsible. I also agree that during the course of next week, we should have a committee of the whole meeting to discuss all those issues. I think I've answered all the questions. On the issue of the budget, I had a discussion with the Minister for Finance. He gave me a tentative date, but is unable to announce it because he has to receive some clearance. But that's what I'm saying, he's unable to announce the date. No, I cannot announce because he hasn't given me the clearance. He is still going through the consultations needed to be able to announce a date. I'm not able to tell you the week because that will amount to announcing the date. That enables you to narrow the days to 4 days. And so let's wait for the minister to get his... don't forget that the minister is introducing the budget on behalf of the president. And so it's the president's document. So he has to signal the date that the minister can present the budget. So what I can say for sure is that the budget will come and it will be a very good budget. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Honorable Member for Offensive North, I thought we... Yes, let me hear you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I would like to appreciate your business committee for the work and the program.
But I understand today we are spending only 1 hour here.
Yes.
So that's why.
Mr. Speaker, one issue that I believe we could have programmed the Minister of Education to brief the House on is the transition of our children from junior secondary school to the senior secondary school. Mr. Speaker, there are a lot of issues that we've realized as far as the placement system is concerned, and also issue of extortion of parents as far as PTA is concerned. Then also the issue of parents that are purportedly paying as much as 30,000 Ghana cedis that was alluded to by a member for placement. It was alluded to by a member from the majority side, and I believe that these are issues that will require an urgent action and a response from briefing from the Minister of Education. Thank you.
So honorable member for Offensive North. Honorable member, why can't you bring the minister here to answer? I mean, it's a straightforward thing. I mean, just put a question, invite the minister to come and answer. Yes. Yes. So the last one I'm taking.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As a deputy ranking for employment, labor relations, and pensions, and Mr. Speaker, as you are aware, unemployment is having a serious toll on the youth of our country. This government made some pledges as to implementing some 24-hour economy. I'll be very grateful that the leader of the House will bring to this House their policy, practicable policy in implementing 1 job, 3 shifts, and 3 people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Honorable Deputy Minister for Trade.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as a parliament, I don't think that we should always come here and then invite ministers to come and brief us on problems or challenges about the country. When the government is doing well, like it is happening now, where all of us can testify that inflation has reduced to a single digit, the food inflation has gone down, prices of goods, commodities have reduced. Iron rods in December 2024 was more than 12,000 Ghana cedis. It's now 7,500. I want to find out from the majority leader, are you going to program a day for us to commend the government for what it's doing and then urge the government on to do more for the country? Because these are good things that we need to highlight them. And both majority and minority, all of us are feeling it. The prudent measures by the government, all of us are beneficiaries. So let's dedicate a day next week to commend the government and then urge the government Mr. Speaker, I can see you are happy with my invitation. So let's have a day next week to comment highly what the president and the government is doing. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. Honorable Peter, last one. I'm taking last one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to commend the Business Committee for a good job done. But I think that it's good for us to listen to the other side. The call for various ministers to come and brief the House is an indication of the good job they are doing, and they are excited to listen to them. Mr. Speaker, what happened in the past 8 years? If people are excited to get briefing from ministers within 10 months, it tells you the impact the government is making. And I will encourage the majority leader. If it is possible, every week, just bring one minister for 1 hour and let them tell us what they are doing, so that at least these people will be excited that the government is right on track. Abba and Papa Abba. Thank you so much.